the companies winning with AI aren't the ones with the biggest budgets. They're the ones who are starting right now. If you've been waiting for someone to cut through the noise and show you exactly how AI can transform your work, your wait is over. Your competitors have already signed up. I'm Kenny, founder of Brim and the host of the AI Opportunity.
Welcome to this week's session of the AI Opportunity Q&A. Another really exciting questions come in, this time from Joy, who is from Maine. And Joy's asked, can AI actually do real work? I think this is a really interesting question because I think right now we're in a moment where most people's experience with AI is ChatGPT, maybe some other model, Grok or Claude, and their experience is very much chat-based. So they ask a question, they get a response. They ask a question, they get a response. They stop, they start, they stop, they start. And more, every day, people will be hearing the term AI agents. And AI agents are focused very much, Joy, on exactly that, doing real work. So you can think of an AI agent as an agent that's able to plan, it's able to act, it's able to wait, resume, and then finish work. And AI agents, I think, are going to be pretty transformative for a lot of businesses in the coming years. And we'll see more of that in 2026, which is just around the corner. And the reason why they'll be really transformative is because they're going to enable you as a team member and a leader to be able to do long-running tasks. So in every business, there are tasks that involve multiple steps that require maybe multiple tools and actually make up a big part of the repetitive and onerous work that you do every day. And AI agents are going to allow you to essentially pass that burden on to technology, which we think is exciting, especially for long running tasks, because those tasks sometimes can eat up huge amounts of your day. You know, they require coordination, they require hours of sometimes research or background work, and they often depend on you having to switch context between lots and lots of different systems. And so a long-running task for an AI agent is very similar. It looks to external systems. It requires switching context between different tasks. It requires maybe running for long periods. So rather than that experience of speaking to AI where it's chat and then response, you actually can pass on that task to the AI and it will do it for you over a longer period, long-running time. This is really exciting because essentially we're going into a world where AI is going to be able to actually handle some sort of complexity for you. I think we all dream about a world where we're not dealing with the mundane and the boring, and we're not having to think about, did I remember this specific task that's part of a bigger project? I think we all dream to be in a position where actually we're using our human intuition, our human know-how, our context and relationship skills to be more orchestrators than necessarily to be sort of drudgery owners, working on drudgery-based tasks that nobody likes doing, right? Who likes checking information between one spreadsheet and another spreadsheet? So in answer to your question, Joy, next year, we're really going to see a big change where AI can do work. Can it do that right now? There are plenty of domains where we already see that AI agents are able to do these long-running and complicated tasks, but not all domains. You know, whether you live in the future or not depends on what domain you work in right now. But 2026, we're going to see a real acceleration of most domains starting to see the power of this intelligent and responsive AI that can do more than just chat and respond with you. One final point I would make in response to your question, though, is you've got to be aware that is an automated AI system safe? Well, we don't believe that full automation is safe. It always requires some degree of supervised autonomy. So you ultimately must always be in control when it comes to dealing with AI agents. AI agents need to have guardrails. They need to have approvals. You need to know what's going on. You need visibility. You need to be able to say, my agent accessed this system, my agent edited this spreadsheet. It's really important that you have that type of control before you start working with AI that can do work. But beyond that as well, you need to have the sort of control that you might have if you were, I don't know, driving a car, or I don't know, for those in the military, flying a fighter jet, right? You want to be able to control every action that happens, but doesn't mean that you will control every action that happens. So you should be able to pause, zoom, roll back actions that have happened. And so that is really important part of taking on AI agents, really understanding that those tools have those capabilities is really important as part of the decision making process. And just to leave you with a final comment, which is there are so many things that AI is going to be able to do for you in the very, very near future, if not in many domains already. And you can think of it as, for example, managing inboxes. So being able to triage an inbox email you might get and then validate the information in it, say an invoice, be able to draft a response, be able to post that into your accounting system, send it to a third party, across HR, things like following up on documentation, making sure that all of your staff details are up to date, operations, how do you manage your CRM? You get off of a call or you speak to a client, you have a meeting. Why do you need to go in and start adding details to a CRM? AI should be able to do this for you. And all the way down to like specialist domains. Maybe your business needs to win bids. Maybe your business is constantly having to write reports for clients. There are many things that you can do and you are going to be doing in 2026 that are pretty transformative when it comes to AI that does real work. Now, I really hope that's answered your question. Probably longer than you liked, Joy, but thank you so much for listening in to the AI opportunity. And yeah, that's another session of our Q&A over. If I don't get a chance to speak to the audience before Christmas, wishing you all a very, very Merry Christmas. I guess for those who are staying at home, I hope it's a happy and joyful one. For those who are traveling, I hope it's a safe and peaceful one. So, as we like to say, I hope to see you guys very soon in peace and Merry Christmas.